Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Strider Chip. I'm back with another, as you guys can see, here to bring you some brand new content with a brand new webcam with a brand new deck profile, guys. We're going to go ahead and show off this Master Roshi deck profile here. We're going to show off the leader, cards, everything else. This version of this deck profile is a hand destruction slash board control slash anti-unison slash board removal, and it is pretty aggro here at that. And this deck is actually pretty competitive. You can definitely win pretty well with this here if you're going to the top competitions here around the United States, even in Europe. It doesn't matter. You can do pretty much well with it if you know how to pilot it very, very well. So let's talk about the leader. So in this leader, Master Roshi, the flip side, once you place this in your leader area, you activate one of your Master Roshi training cards here. Training hits your cards from your deck. You're going to play it. Also, when this card attacks a leader unison, you draw one. You add one card for your life to your hand. If you have 4 or less life here, you flip it over. Or if you have 3 or more turtle school cards with an energy cost of 3 or more in play, you draw it and flip this card over. So let's talk about the front side of his card. The one of the things, a couple of things I'm not liking is the auto effect. When you're attacking either a leader or unison, you draw one. That's my problems with that. I don't like that. I really don't. I really just don't like the fact if you're attacking a leader or unison. I wish it could just be when this card attacks, you draw one, then you take one card for your life, add it to your hand. I wish it worked like the green King Piccolo deck. I wish it worked more like that. It'll be great. And then also Awakening side, 4 life or less, 3. If it allowed me to untap one of my energies and draw one, that would have been fine. I'll be perfectly fine with that. But then over the flip side of it, when this card it does what we want it to do. When this card attacks, you draw one using one of your green Turtle School cards with a 5K combo from your drop with your skills negated for the duration of the turn. And then it has to act the battle here for it. You choose one of your Master Roshi teaching cards. You place it in the battle, from your battle area to your owner's drop area, and for each Turtle School card, you have in your Z energy, with a different name, gets a 5K combo here to it. So, and you gain double strike for the battle. So let's say, like for example, you pretty much you remove least. You have like least 3. So essentially, whenever you're attacking, you're comboing with one of your turtle school cards, 5K combo. You're at 20 instead of 15 instead. You're using the active battle skill. Let's say you use the active battle skill. You have at least 3 different turtle school cards here or there in it, or at least 2. Let's say 2 in this case here. You're at 25K double strike. Oh man, that's just amazing. It just, you can definitely get pretty aggro here with it, and also it allows you to just aggro. You can get pretty aggro with the deck, man. That's all I can really technically say about that. So let's go ahead and look at some of the staples. Master Roshi's training. This one, you're taking one of your cards from your hand, putting it at the bottom of your deck, then you're playing something that's a Turtle School card, green, 1 drop, you're playing it. So those 1 drops you have, you're going to be playing that. The second effect, active main, you're taking 2 Turtle School cards, energy cost of 1 for your drop area or deck. You're playing it on your opponent's side of the field in rest mode with the skills negated, and you can't play non-tournament, world tournament, or Turtle School battle cards for the turn. And you're going to attack those cards. You're going to attack that card, and then you're going to allowing you to cycle through some of your 1 drops to your 20K power cards, which are these 2 cards. The skills improve Krillin and Goku. So the 1 drops Krillin. This one, you can't KO it with your skills. It works very similar with the Goku as well. You're just playing it. This one, you draw 1. Also, let's say it has, basically, if you try to combo it from your battle area, it gets a minus 4K combo power for the battle. That's I think it's, at one point I thought that was bad. I'm glad that it actually punishes either you or your opponent when you're trying to use it from the battle area. And the same thing works for Goku as well. It's a searcher. There's a young child version of this card, and he searches more, but this one I put this here. You have to put this one here at least if you're trying to use skills improve. Goku pretty much does the same thing as the other one, just a searcher at that. So skills improve Krillin and Goku. So let's say, like, for example, one of your one of your battle card, not battle cards, but one of your cards, either leader or battle card or unison, KOs a card. You draw one with this one. You take your one drop you have on the field of Goku and put it in the drop area, and you're playing this to the field. Then, when this card attacks and KOs a battle card, you can switch that self to active mode. Then your opponent discards one of their card from the hand, so it has a conditional dual attack to it. Pretty aggro at that. 20k, 3 drop. That's pretty good. Let's look at Krillin. Critical, dual attack, same things. You don't draw anything here for it, but when your opponent activates a counter skill during their turn, right? But if they activate a counter skill, right? They discard one card from their hand. So that's actually pretty good. This is really, really good. So they're both hand destruction related. So they go hand in hand together. We have Fated Rival Piccolo Jr. and Fated Rival Goku. Both of these, Goku is for the board removal. He's board removal. You guys already know that. So anything that's annoying on the field, this annoys barrier, KOs it no matter what. And you're playing it by turn 3 for 2 energies. That's really cool. Just placing one of your Saiyan, Earthling, and Namekian cards, all green. Place it from your Z energy to your to the bottom of your deck, and you're playing that card. Pop it, or you can evolve it too if you want to. And then we have Piccolo. You're not going to evolve this card, but you will play it for 1 energy. Loans Son Goku Fated Rivals in play. Loans that's in play. Basically, you choose up to one of your opponent's unisons. You remove a marker from it for each card. For each card in your Z energy. That's really cool. That's really good. But every time it swings, also your opponent discards 1 card from their hand. So that's actually really good as well. Real good stuff. They're both good to go hand in hand here with the deck. Then we have our unison here to the deck. Most people are not playing this card. They don't probably see it as this card is that valuable, but it is very, very valuable here for this deck. It has Rejuvenate on it. Also, you can play it with 1 energy instead of 2 for the first active main on it. And then the second active main, you're choosing 1 card in your hand, placing a card under this one. You draw, your opponent draws, and you choose one of your green battle cards, your 1-drop green battle cards with the energy cost of 1, and you're playing it basically. And at the end of your turn, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and they discard it and put it at the bottom of the deck here. So that's actually really good. And then Rejuvenating, you're removing 4 markers from this card. You're taking a card from underneath it into the drop area, play the skill cost, and then you're taking the top card for your deck, adding it to your life. That's really good. It works well with this. There's another the Guardian Piccolo Guardian Earth. That's a good card as well. That will work very well for this deck. But I decided to play with this. This is really good. This is a really good unison here for the deck. I think it works pretty well. Tweak it the way you want. So let's look at some of the staples, things you probably see as a normal staple. So these are staples. You already know what it is. Charismatic Villain. You already know what that is. Another staple for hand destruction related. You're just taking your Krillin or whatever. You're playing this here to board, swinging. Again, this is it's a staple here at that. Super combo, pretty cool stuff. We have further instruction Champa here. You could, let's say you want to swing with one of your either card, Krillin. You already know you guys already know what it is. You just come up with some pretty interesting stuff. Then we have our Fu, the Dark Banisher. We haven't seen this card in a long, long time. Adding this card to the deck is pretty cool. It really enhances the hand destruction to your deck. You guys already know what it is. Another staple right here. You guys know what it is. You're trying to make your opponent discard as many cards as they possibly can. That's what you're trying to make them do. And then we have your negates here. Typical negate, probably the best negate for green. It's probably going to be that way for a long time. And then we have Homicidal Clone, another negate, blockers you may need on the field for the duration of turn. Real cool stuff. So some other cool cards. Majin Buu's anti-unison. Basically, this Majin Buu, Kabuto Kai absorb. Personally, you gain control of your opponent's unison card. You just remove 2 markers from your unison, and then when this card is played, you choose up to one of your opponent's unisons. You gain control of it. Yeah. It says, active battle. And then you can do this by active battle, too. Active battle and active main. Play this card from your hand. Your opponent can't attack with battle cards for the turn. So it slows down your opponent. I'm not going to lie. Slows down the opponent. You gain control of the unisons as well if you like to as well. It's just my only problem with this is that it doesn't have deflect on it. If this card had deflect on it, it'd be good. But the unison, I'm not unison, but the secret rare I probably would play in this deck would probably be this one, Majin Buu, the Incarnation of Demonic Evil. This one is really good. It's really, really good. In my opinion, is you're playing it in 3, unlike the other one being at 2. It can counter, negate your. You can negate the counterattack skill, and then you're playing it. And you're playing it in 3 energy at that. You're not playing it in, 10. You're just playing it in 3. You have a mono green leader or a black Demon Realm race card. You don't even have to worry about this. Mono green. It says reduce the energy cost of the card in your hand by 7. If it's a black Demon Realm card, you can just play this for free. Still good stuff. It's really, really good. It's not bad. It's pretty cheap, as you can see. It's not that bad price here for it. It's pretty cheap. I would purchase that. But yeah, this just fits the thing for anti-unisons. For those of you that think that unisons are getting pretty much annoyed, either or. I think they both work pretty fine here with it. Cell Xeno can work pretty fine with this one as well. Then we have King Piccolo, Limitless Power. At least one of these cards here in the deck, not a whole bunch, but one. You have 4 more energies. You choose 2 of your World Tournament cards in your battle area, negating the skills, put them in the drop area. You're playing this card, and you can't activate this skill for the duration of the turn. Real good stuff. This card is pretty decent. It doesn't have deflect on it as I wanted to. If it had barrier, it would have been nice, but deflect would have probably been better for this card. Deflect for sure. At least one of them, it's there to help you go for game. That's basically what it's there for. Then we have our Z deck. We have Goku, Krillin, Yamcha. It has deflect on it. Real cool stuff. And then basically your opponent has 3 or more energies. So by turn 3 or 4, so you're placing one of your Turtle School cards from your energy, one of them, into the drop, and you get to play one of your 20k power Turtle School cards, but its skills is this keyword skills is negated for the duration of the turn. The keyword says with its keyword skills negated for the duration of the turn. So non-keyword skills. So for example, critical and dual attack won't work, but those auto skills, they might end up popping up. They may end up work, but they do have limit 1 is also a keyword skill. So those actually might not work as well. But still, that's actually a pretty good card. Playing this at 1, it's not bad. And you got a 20k 3 drop or 5 drop on the board swinging. That's still good. Frieza, really cool card. I think it's just a staple for green. You already know what it is. Board removal and hand destruction is related, as you guys can see. If you're reading this right now, you can see that it's also hand destruction related too as well. Then we have Son Goku Awakened Rage. Pretty cool card here. Your leader, when it's on towards his back, it becomes a Goku. So that's the good thing about this leader. You're like 4 characters in one with this leader. You're 4 characters in one. You're Master Roshi, Goku, Krillin, and Yamcha. And that's why this card would also work pretty well here with this deck here. Good selection. Take advantage of it if you need it. Actually, I might take this one out. Honestly, I would probably take this out, limit it down to maybe 1. Because I don't see myself using this one too often, but it would help out, though. Because this one is hand destruction related. And also, it can revive your life as well. You can really do that as well. If you guys are reading it. But Yeah, I'll probably take this one out to maybe, one of those. And then we have our, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. This one, pretty much all you're doing is just it's just a self awakener. That's all it is. It's just there to awaken. You're pretty much your leader if you needed to be. Taking a card from your life if you need one. Plus you're drawing one. I wish it said just regular Goku here on it. As a regular leader instead of Z leader, that would have been pretty nice. But other than that, guys, that is the deck. We do have a sideboard as well. This card right here is here's some of your sideboards here to it. And here's another sideboard card. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe. More content is coming soon, and peace.